You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish. Nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking. I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Ready, 50, plant. Pick it up. Ready.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. Sliding out of the pocket. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come. They'll look to throw here. Open here, Adam Thielen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, King. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
King to throw on 2nd down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Browns 15 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. After one, a 1-point 6. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. That one going to be complete to David Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now King looking to throw on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. King now operating from the gun. And he's got his target. That's more. That one goes for 24 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Lindsey. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll go with the keeper, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later. Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. The rush defense down on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go! 30 base. Roll out. Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey. 13, Mike 13. Check that up.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Now they go screen. It's complete.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. King. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw is King. To throw on third down. This is Riddick on the screen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Second and 2. He finds Riddick complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go one more. Check. 53 Mike. Check.
On first down, King. The completion to Riddick. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Let's go, baby.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Ready?
On second down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Cox. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 4 at the Browns' 13-yard line.
Set up. 90 Wolf. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
This is Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here we go, here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from...
Come on, QB, come on. Go. Get it.
Now back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down.
Los Angeles.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 33. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 33. Back to throw here. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. 33 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run with Ingram. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Brown. 75 yards, and the Browns have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Ready?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down now. It's Ingram. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
King to throw on second down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Jordan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well.
First down, Los Angeles.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brings up second and 12 at the 8-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Here we go on second and 12. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now King, operating from the gun. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On the carry, it's Davis. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Riddick with a carry. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On the ground, it's Riddick. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Now Riddick. Von Bell up to make the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot.
And losing in this wild card round, they've got something to build on, though, for next year, but I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it. Building blocks, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound.